Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus, aka Diamond Nuts, feeling a lot more like Diamond Putz this morning. Talking about the harsh reality of it's hard out there for a pimp in the NFT game. I'm having a rough one. Having a rough one. I may have got rugged yesterday. Not really a rug. Is the bubble here? Is the crazy too? Is it getting too crazy? Mistakes were made yesterday. I'm going to discuss that. Hopped into a, I don't know, man. I missed out on Cabones. I got major. That's the tough thing about this NFT game, man. There's a lot of, there's a lot of projects out there that are trying to get that money. I don't necessarily know that they're trying to rug pull or whatever. Obviously, most projects would probably want to succeed more than just like fail, and even soft rug pull we'll discuss, is a rug pull possible. I don't know that like a hard rug's possible, but soft rugs are definitely possible. Anyway, let's hop over to the desktop and get right into it. Yesterday on stream, I tried to get into Al Capones. We're going to take a look at that. We'll see what else is going on in NFTs. The Al Capones are already like, the floor on that's already at 0.7. After the last two projects I got into, I don't know, man. Like, I just kind of want to chill for a second and make sure that my next move is... I need my next move to be a winner. I'm not going to lie. So yesterday, someone brought this to my attention. It was Simp Mermaids. There is some warning signs for sure, but I made some mistakes, and we'll discuss the process that I went through and how that happened. So it was brought in chat yesterday. I took a look at it, and my initial reaction was like, yeah, this is kind of lame. But then I got a closer look at the artwork, and I actually kind of liked it. So I'm like, all right, I'll check this out. And I did the things. And I'm going to tell you right now, so these are the things you need to do, but you might get, that it's definitely not a sure thing when you look at this stuff. So I look at the Twitter. I forget, their Twitter had like, I don't know if there's an easy way for me to even find their Twitter right now. Let's see. One of the tools I like using, and I don't know, I mean, the people know this too, right? So that's the problem. They know that you need to have a lot of Twitter followers. They know the Discord needs to be active and etc. So I'm kind of... All right, so here it is, Simple Mermaids. I checked their Twitter. Their Twitter had a lot of followers. They had a lot of hype. So yeah, 31K followers. Did they pay for them? I don't know, right? I didn't do enough due diligence on this one, right? So I did just kind of FOMO into it. Riddick Bowe, I can't even remember who that is. Yeah, boxer. Yeah, heavyweight champ. Dude, I mean, that's that's going to the depths of hell for some marketing on that one, right? Riddick Bowe, Jesus, man, what is that, the 80s? All right, so, and then there's a Bella Danger, is that her name? I'm not as much as a pervert as some of you guys out there might be. I definitely Googled her, and she's definitely hot, but don't Google her unless you want some not safe for work images. Anyway, she tweeted about it. Was that, just a paid for? And then in it, there's a whole lot of things. And then I go to Instagram, and their Instagram was pretty fire. I'm not sorry, Instagram, Discord. So their Discord has a lot of had a lot of chatter going on. And, there was a lot of things, like they had the pre-sale, and the pre-sale sold out apparently in like 15:30. So there was a lot of things setting up to make this look like it was going to be a really hot NFT drop. The drop happens in, there was should have been more, and it was kind of a warning signal. There was a decent amount of FUD in the Discord, but that's not to be unexpected on a drop, because people want to FUD so that, they can get better prices. So there's a lot of mixed signals when it comes to FUD and hype. And there's still a lot of activity in this Discord, which is crazy, because I think a lot of people got burned like I did. I'm not saying, there's still a chance, but I think it's a small one at this point. I'm writing this one off, to be honest. Kepler Society, I got a little hope for. Kepler Society is another one I got into this weekend. So I'm down between Kepler Society and the Simple Mermaids, probably like $3,000 right now if I just take my losses. The good news is I So far, Wicked Apes Bone Club is doing really well. So I think I can at least get my money back or about break even, you know, if I were to sell those right now, but I am holding those and I'm still looking for other stuff like Space Punks Club is really interesting to me. I do have one of those. With Wicked Apes Bone Club, they're dropping hounds pretty soon. So they're airdropping hounds. I think that's going to be good. They have some big announcement that's coming out Saturday or Sunday this week. So I'm really interested in that. I've already made my money back in these. So yeah, these are what they're dropping. It's very similar to the Wicked Bored Apes Yacht Club and the Bored Apes Kennel Club. And this is a very, very active community. This has 12,000 members compared to like the Simple's 30,000. I don't know if there's a bunch of bots or whatever there. But this community is constantly going nuts, and it's a lot of fun to hang out in this Discord. So, you know, I feel like there's a lot of strength behind this community. The creator is very active, the team's very active. So I think this one has a decent chance to continue to move upwards. The announcement is, oh my goodness, am I blind? There we go, because it's grayed out. Yeah, so this is the big thing. Like, the dude's on a road trip, but they're having a big website reveal this weekend, and they're going to be announcing something that no one expects. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully that's a lot of hype. Hopefully the hounds help make this a much better project. Like I said, I'm really liking the space clubs. I almost bought another space club this morning, and that dude already sold. I was in bed checking my iPhone, and there was one, because I want to get one with the make crypto great again hats. I just think that's funny. And there was one at a really good price, but it went pretty quick. And by the time I got to my computer, it was already gone. But I do got my eyes on this one. I do got my eyes on Al Capone's. And let me show you how quickly you can get scammed in NFTs. So along with just dealing, so look at this, right? This was crazy. They had a 1,000 pre-sale. This is legit how many they have left to sell. And so one of the things you gotta, this is tough because you start, you know, the fever of like an auction, or the fever of like, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff's going on and your senses are on overload. You start making you can start making bad decisions. So quite often, or, you know, often enough when you try and get into one of these NFT drops that you really, really want, like, you'll go to hit the mint button and nothing will happen, and I guess that's a sign like it's moving really fast. It's hard to get into, the website's overloaded and etc. So on this one, along with them like putting all the chats in read only, which was kind of a warning sign, I wasn't paying attention to how many mermaids were left. And I was clicking mint and nothing was happening, right? The MetaMask wasn't popping up. So I thought, you know, my mind tricked me thinking, oh man, this one's hot. I got to get into it. Turns out it was just like bad coding on their end. And I actually noticed that if you went to MetaMask, it was waiting, you know, for me to buy. So I came over here and I'm like, screw it. And I bought 5. So I ended up paying like $1,800, you know, because it was 0.9 per. Pretty sure that's what it is. So mint 1. Let's see, gas. If you want one right now, go to OpenSea because it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, so it's like 0.09 per, and then the gas was barely nothing. And then people were freaking out saying they couldn't buy, and then so then they stopped it. And then they fixed the coding, but then just like everything, all hell broke loose. People were going crazy, and then they fixed it, brought it back online, and this thing was just barely moving. It was moving like selling 1 per 5 minutes. I think last night it was at 7,419, and I woke up. So out of 10,000, they're gonna burn 5,000 a day because people were going crazy saying you got to burn it. And so they finally agreed to burn 5,000. I don't know. The team is just very, very sketch on this one, to be quite honest. They're barely even involved. They haven't tweeted. They didn't the Twitter, like they haven't even freaking tweeted. Let's see, Simple Mermaids giveaway, right? 13 hours. Yo, I got my Simp Mermaid. This is bullshit, right? Like, this is 100% bullshit. Riddick Bow, like, they weren't even out yet, right? So Danger, these Simp are so cute. Who is it? I don't know. Oh, Abella. Here we go. Abella Danger. There's, I want to buy one. Bullshit. She was paid. I don't even know how to, oh, okay. I don't even know who the hell this chick is. Probably so. I don't know. This is a weird project. I'm not gonna lie. So there's hentai involved and sex toys coming out involved. So this is some really weird shit. I'm not gonna lie. Booking inquiries. And this Snapchat Anna Montana. Obviously, this is another porn chick. So you would think all the perverts out there would be going crazy. We're all perverts, right? I don't know. So this one, I'm just considering it a loss. The problem is, it's a lot like gambling back when I was in college. Yeah. I used to gamble. I used to have a bookie. You know how it is. You start losing money and you start chasing. Oh, you can't lose 7 games in a row. You can't lose 8. I'll double down. You can't lose. Trust me, you can lose 9 games in a row. And let me tell you, going to minting NFTs, you could probably lose 9 in a row. Let's take a look at my profile. It's ugly. At least I'm mostly buying stuff I like the artwork on, but I mean, that's some expensive ass artwork. You know? All right, we're gonna reject that. I don't need a sixth freaking Simp Mermaid. All right, and you can see I'm going through the different projects. The one that's really just making me sad is freaking World of Women. Do I even have that one up? I should have bought I was looking at them at like 0.8 Ethereum. Didn't buy it. Now I think the floor on it's over almost 4 Ethereum. I think it's going to continue to go up. Another one out there that's kind of weird, crazy is the mutant apes. Mutant apes. Yeah, this might be a really good one to get into because they're cheap right now. I mean, relatively speaking, right? The floor, I don't even want to see what the floor is. I mean, it's hard. Although I probably would have been better off just going straight to something like this weekend. And I am considering the Al Capones, and I want to show you how quickly you can get scammed in this stuff too, just various other methods. So yeah, the floor on these is 7.8. I honestly don't like a lot of these. I like the Bored Apes better. Some of these are pretty cool. Like this one's okay. I don't like a lot of this goop running down their face. That's really weird. There are some of these that are pretty cool though. This one right here is pretty cool. Anyone got about 30 grand they can lend me? Kidding me? 30 freaking grand. And this is another thing about NFTs. It's very annoying. It's a lot like surfing porn back in the 90s. You gotta wait forever. There's so much bandwidth involved. You gotta wait forever. Oh, it's only 25 grand. Let's go, man. Well, let me go send that right on over to my MetaMask wallet. Here's another one I like too. And I was like, ooh, 0.134. OpenSea, man, get your shit fixed. I know you're trying to hire people, but man. So I was like, ooh, 0.13 maybe, because I do like some of these. I like the artwork. I like that one. But then when you actually click on the floor, this is usually wrong. So you click on it and it'll read. So look, the floor is 0.9. These are actually higher. There's one that dipped down, but I don't really want one with the noisemaker. I like the ones with the joint. They got an interesting looking joint that's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty, yeah. Yeah, so these are pretty cool. I kind of want a few of these, but again, man, you're talking 3 grand. Well, with the way Ethereum's dropping, the way the crypto's drop, oh, that's kind of cool. I like this one a lot, but you're still talking 2,800, so Ethereum must be dipping. I don't even want to look at that. So Al Capone's, this one was the hot one this week. I did try and get in it. I don't know, the gas was screwed up. It wasn't doing the gas right. And you basically had to type it in. I mean, you had to be on like expert level to get into this because you had to manually type in the gas and kind of just, even when you like went to go check, it was just a mess. And I do believe a lot of people lost money just even in gas on that one. Luckily, I only lost a few dollars. I was able to cancel it towards the end when I knew I wasn't going to get it because there was only like 70 left and my transaction was still pending for like 15 minutes. So I did cancel it. I ended up only losing, I would have much rather have lost, I guess, $500 on that than the 2,000 I'm probably going to lose on this garbage ass Simple Mermaids. Fingers crossed we get, maybe I get something cool. So we had that going on, really bumming me out. And then here's another thing like making me sad this morning right here, the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Man, I'm getting so sick of this garbage. It makes you mad because I keep watching it. I wanted Tyron so badly to shut Jake Paul up, but it was people that paid for that fight, man, I hope you got a lot of spare change because that was definitely not worth it. I would love, the thing that annoys me so much about this, Jake and Paul, Jake, Paul, and Logan, Logan, I'm not gonna lie, they're geniuses, right? Because what they're doing is really smart, and they're getting people to pay tons of money to watch them fight, and like the way he talks shit is just like so annoying because it's like, bro, you're just boxing, man. You wouldn't talk that kind of shit out in the street because you would end up dead. You would likely end up dead if this was you, meeting Tyron Woodley in the street. I mean, even just in the octagon with gloves, you're probably getting knocked out. But in the street, you're getting your ass murdered, right? He's like, well, I'm not a UFC fighter. Bro, you're barely a boxer. Fight a real boxer. And then, you know what I'm saying? But it sells, right? That controversy sells. Anyway, I digress. So what I was going to show you, how quickly, there's a lot of scams in these Discord too. A lot of people DM you saying you've won. I'm just trying to give you some pointers because this is a rough game. That's a rough game. You have to get into the Discord. You have to really get the good vibe and see if the community is a good community. And you're constantly going to be getting offers like you won and scam alerts. And if you're a seasoned veteran, you know all this stuff. But there's a lot of new people coming into this. Most of you are going to get your face melted. You're going to get scammed. You're going to get ripped off. But you definitely, for example, on this Al Capone's, let me show you how quickly that you can get scammed. And I see people all the time in chat, man, oh, I just got scammed. Any advice? I'm like, bro, this is crypto. If you sent your money, that shit's gone, right? You got scammed. Good luck getting that back. So for example, let's say I want to go look at Al Capone's on OpenSea. And this is another thing I'd like OpenSea to address quicker. But Al Capone's. You would think it can't be that hard, and a lot of times their search is terrible. So this one right here, 10,000 items, that's a good one. Or that's most likely it. But it's so easy to click on something else, like Al Capone's official. What is the difference? Al Capone's is one, oh yeah, that one, they take the I out. So it happened to me this morning. I just did a quick search. I wasn't paying attention. I was half asleep. And I'm like, oh shit, the floor really dropped down on these. I should buy one really quick. But this ain't the real one. This ain't the real one. You're sending your money to some scammer that just quickly made up just copied these pictures off the original. And you're sending your money off to a scam artist. So one of the easiest ways to make sure you're going to the right one is just get their link off the announcements in Discord, or if they tweet it off their official. So, yeah, here we go. Sometimes though, they need to do a better job. All right, so I do have my eye on this. I'm kind of hoping the price comes down. I don't know when the reveal is. I haven't really paid attention into the chat, like when these are going to start revealing. The forest keeps kind of creeping up on this. My guess is once they reveal, there will be a much cheaper floor because people are just shooting for rarities right now. So this might be a good opportunity to get into this later. And to be quite honest, when it comes to a lot of these projects, the secondary market's probably going to be your best bet in the beginning. There's pros and cons to it all, right? It's going to be hard to hit home runs, grand slams if you're not doing the NFT mint process. Some hope that I have is if Kepler Society somehow like turns it around and ends up becoming like catching fire, because it's only been a few days. Wicked 8 Bone Club didn't do so hot in the beginning either, but by a week later it started catching fire. So if I can get the same thing to go on with this, I don't have quite as much, but I like the artwork for the most part. I really do like this one, but this one right here and this one right here are like, this is top 300 rarity and 312 rarity. So if this just catches on a little bit, I should be able to sell one of these and at least make my money back. There is, like I said, so they are burning 5,000 of these. These are revealing at 12 o'clock today. I got a very slim moniker of hope on these. Maybe I get a rare one and I can just flip it really quick. But I'm kind of considering it lost. Again, I'm not trying to chase these losses and just blindly make another bad mistake. I'm just going to continue to grind it out. Like I said, I do mostly have my eye on the space punks right now. There's a few other like Killas. This one I like too. Like I like this project, but now the floor is like $3,000, man. Like, can it continue to go up? This one's interesting, I guess. This one has a, it's in the rankings, kind of moving up and down. A lot of these are just a different animal, freaking all the same thing though. So I don't know how many of those could continue to carry on. These art blocks have been really popular. I don't get it, man. They're just doesn't really appeal to me, to be quite honest. Look at this, floor 2.2. I bet it's higher. What I'm talking about. Look how long this takes. It's like surfing porn in the 90s. All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, why? Why is this? That's not even, so those are just for auction. But for example, this is the floor price. What am I missing? I know it's rare. I know it. No, it's not even that rare. 37K items. What the hell, man? $9,000 for this. Art is in the eye of the beholder, right? But come on, dude. 9,500? Is this just a lot of running it up and kind of like a Ponzi scheme, and eventually someone's holding a $9,000 or a $20,000 bag? I mean, it's not ugly, but at the same time, I can draw something, or there's programs out there that I've played around with. You can make really cool images. Maybe I should make something, NFTs curated by Diamond Nuts, you know what I'm saying? This one is really interesting to me, the Me Bits. The floor price is freaking 7.2 already. This one is interesting to me because it's the same. I'm not buying it, don't get me wrong. I'm not dropping $22,000. They're selling though, they are moving. You can go to 56,000 Ethereum traded. So this is the team that did CryptoPunks. So that gives it a lot of clout. These will probably go up in value. These could go up in value tremendously. There may be a bubble. There's almost likely going to be, a bear market. During the bear market, is it going to be caused by an NFT bubble? It's not out of the question. It can definitely get pretty ugly. But then it'll come back around. So this is the type of thing, like, it's much more Diamond Nuts than even just regular crypto in general, because you really got to believe that if you pop, I mean, look at the sales. These are selling quite a bit for something that the entry price is $20,000. But you really got to believe that if you buy into this. Now, I don't think the NFT bubble's happening you know, this month. Though a lot of people are calling for a big pullback in. Right now, everything's really touch and go with crypto, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But you gotta buy into this and believe, and it's really got to be like when it comes to NFTs more than ever. I always say don't invest more than you can afford to lose. When it comes to NFTs, man, you are a lot of people are gonna fail because it's tough. How many people can honestly buy into this? And you know what I'm saying? Just the average person doesn't have this kind of money. I mean, I can buy one of these. And if I were to lose it, it would suck. It wouldn't ruin me financially, but I would be sick to my stomach. And it's a large enough sum of money. It's gonna probably keep me awake at night, make me, you know, constantly check the prices, and you got to really diamond nuts it up if the crypto crashes, because this could crash bad. And this might be really good opportunity during the bear markets, during the, like, look for the projects that will rebound once crypto comes back. So for example, say crypto does go into a really ugly bear market, which is crypto winter, which there's a decent chance of that happening. There's a decent chance these NFTs are going to crash with it. And that might be a really good time to get into something like for CryptoPunks. And again, this is made by CryptoPunks, so this is probably not financial advice. Would probably be a good project to get into. Now, the artwork on CryptoPunks and the artwork on this, don't like, but is this something like one day that I'll want hanging up in my Decentraland house when we're all hanging out in my living room with our VR goggles? And will this be really freaking cool to have hanging up on my wall? Probably, especially if it, you know, in 3 or 4 years, if that's the case, and the thing's worth like 500 grand, you know, that's a big part of what the future of NFTs is going to be. So if you can get in the right stuff, the stuff that it's just going to be like the ICOs of 2017. Most of them ended up not surviving. The same thing's going to be with NFTs. And the thing that kind of gives NFTs a leg up is the rarity of it. So when you think about it, 10,000 items is nothing. So even 100 projects of 10,000 items, that's only 1 million single items, rare, one-of-a-kind items. So 100 successful projects is only think about the math on that. So that means in the next bull run, if you could pick a project that's maybe in the top 100, there's a really good chance that, you know, that's going to hold its value, because even 1 million is very, very low in the grand scheme of things compared to like Bitcoin, where they say 18 million's scarce. Well, think about if you have something that's in the top, you know, 10,000, 100,000 of rarity in a collection that people want, it's going to continue to go up in value. In certain projects, like, I don't know, this one is really hot right now. Is this something that's going to be hot in, you know, the next bull run? I have no idea. Like, to me, I'd say this one's a coin toss, right? It is kind of cool artwork. I don't know if there's a metaverse behind this or what their roadmap is. And that's other stuff you got to look at, as their roadmap and etc. Anyway, I will be looking at these Al Capones. I need to get off this one before I end up doing something stupid and buying one. So my eye is, I would like to get a couple Al Capones. The one drop I really have my eye on going forward is Crypto Dads. I think that one's going to be, it's going to be one of those ones that's going to be probably extremely difficult to get in the beginning. That's another problem. If the project's going to do really well, it's going to be hard to mint, because there's going to be gas wars and problems, and you're going to, like, if you're not buying that, so you got to put the risk on. You're going to buy 5 or 10 to help offset a lot of those gas costs, but then what happens if it flops afterwards? I don't think this one's going to flop. I think this one's going to be pretty big. They have a lot of hype on this so far, but the Discord is only at 7.4K and the Twitter followers is only at 8. Though I will say, I think I started following them last week and their Twitter followers were only, you know, like under 2,000. But again, you know, you got to come and see how active the community is, make sure it's not toxic. There was quite a bit of toxicity in the Simple Mermaids. Another warning sign I should have seen, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's see what's going on in crypto in general. It was getting kind of ugly overnight. Still kind of hanging around this 47.7 level. The bulls and the bears are fighting right now. You know, a lot of channels out there tell you we're going to 50, 60,000 quick this week, like Big Boy. And then you got Crypto Savvy says we're still going to 9,000. You want to know the truth? Neither one of them know, and I don't know either. I'm starting to, and it just, I feel like it could rip any second. Unfortunately, I feel like that rip could go either way. I don't know if the rip's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go down. I don't know if, you know, I was watching DCA yesterday with George and, I don't know, freaking James and the dude from Digital Asset and Rob, right? And James was saying how this is a perfect Elliott wave for anyone that follows Elliott wave theory. And I don't know if he's just regurgitating what Crypto Savvy says, but I don't. So he says this is a perfect 5-step Elliott wave up, and then we're in the ABC down. I'm just trying to help me with this, right? Because you can make so many different Elliott wave patterns. Here's the Elliott wave pattern I made. And not only does this one also work, but if there's Elliott waves within the Elliott waves, right? You can go in, and that helps reaffirm the Elliott wave. So you could go into this Elliott wave and you'll see a 1, 2, 3, or you could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, right? And then you can keep doing it your way up. So my Elliott wave theory on this, but we're starting to have a little bit of a problem right here. So this could be the A, B, C. So this could be another, maybe this is just another like 1. Now we're going back to 1, 2, 3, right? Who knows, right? That's the thing with all this TA, man. You could find any pattern you want if you look hard enough, if you move time frames around. So, but I'm having a hard time finding this perfect Elliott wave theory that Crypto Savvy and James are talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, there's not 7 waves. So I guess you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can ignore this right here. But again, I don't know. What am I missing? I'm not a TA expert. Elliott wave, Elliott wave is just kind of one of those things that you can look at, and maybe it plays out, maybe it doesn't. You know, they always talk about with all these different patterns. Oh, you know, whenever it hits the golden pocket. Now, the fibs, I think the fibs are definitely a tool that I respect, right? Definitely watch the fibs. I don't swing trade or trying to, you know, get too fancy with it. I'm much more of a long-term hold. I am looking to make money, and when it comes to making money on the side, it's more like yield farms, you know, doing a lot of yield farms and doing the NFT game. I'm getting the NFT game, you know, has been a little rough for me. But anyway, I do take a lot of faith in the fibs. The fibs have been playing out. They've been playing out nicely as of late on this big, because it's a nice big fat amount of data, a nice big fat pullback to give you a really good fib to look at. We're not looking at short time fibs. We're looking at a really good pullback fib, and it's been playing out nicely. The Bitcoin fit has been respecting the 50 quite well, and the 50 logarithmic growth, it did get up to it. Currently, Bitcoin is really finding support on the 20, the SMA, another good indicator that I do like. And so that's a big one. If we lose this 20 SMA and then this 50 fib, like we're starting to talk about, and this could happen. It could happen today, it could happen any second. Hans, how you doing, brother? Good afternoon, I believe, for you. So this is really, it's been a critical area for Bitcoin right now. If we can get up and break the, what is it, the 0.618? Yeah, the 0.618 fib and start moving up and break the 50 on the logarithmic growth curve, then it's Bob your uncle. Bull run's on. But if we lose the 20 and then we start heading for the 50 and we lose the 50 and then we lose the 200 again and we start moving towards another death cross, it's Bob's your uncle. Time to start hibernating for a bear winter, most likely, right? Either one of them could be fake outs. The bears are saying this is a bull trap. The bulls are saying you're wrong. Who knows? Who knows? The beauty of my plan is it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter, because here is the truth. If Bitcoin goes to $80, $90, $100,000 by like the end of September, guess what? I'm still holding. I'm not selling. I do have a target where I will start selling, and that's going to be up at this. We start getting up near this level up here. So right now, that's currently sitting at 125,000. So if Bitcoin goes to 100,000, then I start considering it. I start prepping myself for it. Then I start considering selling it. I may or I may not. If you want to find out, you can be one of the first to know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And this is when I start considering Bitcoin, when we start getting up here. It doesn't matter how low it goes. I'm not selling. Right? I just keep diamond nutsing it up and waiting till I'm right. So the option is mostly already set in stone. I'm holding and I'm continuing to earn passive income. That is the message that I've reiterated over and over on this channel. And I don't plan on wavering unless something disastrous happens and I need like tens of thousands of dollars quick, right? And with my luck, knock on wood, this doesn't happen, but with my luck, you know, crypto will crash and then all of a sudden I'll need a bunch of money. I didn't really get rugged. We're just discussing, is rugging even possible in NFTs? It could be like a soft type rug. I just made a really bad choice and a really bad decision. Go back and check earlier in the video, but I got into this project and I FOMO'd into it, and I don't know, things don't look good. It's a simple mermaid. So I think that's probably going to be an $1,800-ish loss. I could try and sell them below the floor right now and minimize my losses. But whatever, dude. If I'm one thing, I'm stubborn. So you know me, man, I'm stubborn. I'm going down with the ship, whether it's crypto or a bad NFT buy. So a lot of things happened last night in this project that turned out to make it go really rough. I don't know if they can recover. The team doesn't seem very active, so it could be more like a soft rug pull. They could just give up and just stop promoting or doing anything with this. We'll see. We'll see. And then another one I got in this weekend was Kepler Society. I bought 5 of these. I do, like I said, I do have 2 that are in the top 300 rarity, so I haven't really been seeing a lot of chatter from this team either, so I don't know. They've got a decent roadmap. I like the project. I think there's like metaverse and game stuff involved, so this one I'm holding on to for a while. Maybe it pays off, maybe it doesn't. Like, I am not considering this one a loss yet. I do, like I've mentioned earlier, I really want to get in this Al Capone's, but I'm just kind of chilling and waiting right now. The Wicked Bone Club, the Wicked 8 Bone Club is a project I do have a lot of faith in. I think this one's going to go up. Really active team, really active Discord. These people are crazy, talking about their boners all the time. You get it? They're an ape made out of bones. Boner. Haha, funny. But, yeah, so the floor on this has been holding around like 0.5, 0.6. I could have sold all of them for, you know, a little over 2 Ethereum, but I'm holding out. I think this one's gonna catch fire and continue to go up. They're dropping the Wicked Hounds pretty soon, and they got some other stuff coming up. And then my next move, I just need my next move to be good. I don't even want to look at this, because this Aurora project is over on, and I never got around to it this weekend, was Solana. Someone gave me the advice to wait on Solana because it's probably going to dip. Well, that was, and I'm not blaming the person, but that was bad advice. I should have just, because I don't know if you've checked the price of Solana, but that shit is not dipping. So This project I'm really interested in. This looks like a really cool game. I think like sending, so like is it already sold because of pre-sale? I don't know, man. Like I haven't, but I think this NFT is going to be hot fire, spitting hot fire. But it's 5 Sol. I haven't even really had a chance to look at this. So I don't need, can you already buy these? Yeah, it looks like they may have had a pre-sale and this should already happen. Twitter, I'm not sure, but I think this one, I think these NFT, because this is on Solana, and Solana and Cardano could steal a lot of this NFT market share. Solana's already kind of doing it with the degenerate apes and the Solanas. So Solana might, or Solana and the NFT game over there might be like the place to be right now. I just haven't gotten to it. Keep getting my face melted over on Ethereum. All right, let's see what's going on with the rest of the market. Ethereum's holding pretty decent with all this. I mean, Bitcoin's trying to make a comeback. It keeps hanging around like this 47 to 49. It can't really push too much. It gets a little bit past like 49.3, 49.4, and then we get a little pullback. It's just, I guess this is good. Is this, if it continues to do this for a while, are we going to have another altcoin season? Everything's just kind of spinning sideways. Same thing, look at this. Ethereum's been spinning sideways now since August 7th for the most part. Cardano, it had its nice little pump. We got the smart contracts coming. Pretty excited about that, like next week, right? Now, 2 weeks away. All right, 2 weeks away on that. The next target on this one, man, like if it can hold, if we don't get a huge dump, a huge pullback and correction that a lot of people are predicting, including Capo, a dude I follow on Twitter. He does do really good TA. He thinks we're going back to 38,000, which does take us back near a fib. Then it's back to Bob's your uncle and we're back off to the races on the bull market. So maybe, right? Maybe. So just kind of gear yourselves up. Like I always talk about, wake yourself up in the morning and prepare yourself. Is this the day? Does the pullback start? You made it through this last one. You can make it through any of them, because this last pullback was brutal and it was long. It was May till, I mean, basically July. Well, that wasn't about 3 months, right? It could have been worse, but we had a nice little pump and now we're consolidating again. It's only been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks. The weird part is the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is at like extreme greed right now. And I'm just like, man, what is this indicator running on? Because we basically spun sideways for 2 weeks and we're not even at all-time highs. But the altcoin, well, I mean, when 50% of your portfolio is Cardano, it's not too hard for your portfolio to be at all-time highs. So there's that. I have FOMO on Solana. I sad that I missed out on that, but you know, when you catch something like Cardano, how sad can you really be? All right, let's see what's going on in the stock market. It was up when I first checked it this morning. It was oh, the NASDAQ is ripping, baby. The NASDAQ's up 120. E-mini S&P's up 13. Tesla is ripping and running. Tesla's up $9. Coinbase is even up, which is kind of rare when Bitcoin's down. What's the Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin futures down 1,100. Is Bitcoin going to pick up some steam today? Probably. Quite honestly, that's the thing. It picks up during the day and then starts dumping somewhere towards later in the afternoon. I have no idea if that's going to be the case today. I'm expecting a move in cryptocurrency one way or the other this week. I could be wrong. Generally, there was a really good chart that got tweeted in my Discord. Let me see if I can find that really quick. It's just about how the monthly... What's the Fear and Greed Index? It's at greed, so it's down a little bit. Pretty sure... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so... Here's the chart of Bitcoin returns by month. You can see right here that September is historically negative. So 2014, it was negative 21%. What was 2017? That was the big bull run of 2017. It was negative 8%. just last year it was negative 13. I mean, these don't, I mean, just because this is what happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But statistically speaking, I don't know, it's still a 50-50, right? If we have a decent pullback, and then you can just look forward to October and November being melt your face off. 2017, obviously, up 39% and then up 45%. This was the bull run of 2017. So it did have a negative 8% pullback. If it continues to consolidate, or we have a little bit of pullback, this is what you got to look forward to, potentially. A rip your face off rally. This isn't 2014. So it was 2013, the bull run before that. There's no real data here, but a lot of people are comparing this to like the 2013 run. Anyway, yeah. All right. Really appreciate everyone that came by. Have you seen the Stony? Oh, funny. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. I got FOMO to make some of my lost monies back, so I'm trying not to just FOMO into something here. All right, Stony Baloney. Play the Jeopardy music. Is this it right here? Stony Baloney number 10. This is interesting. Oh, Stony. I get it. Stony Baloney. I get it. Took me a minute. Is this it? No, I don't know that this is it. On Rarity Tools, they come in tomorrow. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm always up for a good project, although I'm a little gun shy right now. I'm not gonna lie, a little gun shy. Had like 2 misses in a row. I'm only like 1 for 5. Luckily, that one is mostly keeping me in the like break even. Heavy Angels, Crypto, what's today? This was yesterday. I wonder if any of these are hitting. I haven't looked at any of them. Hippo Hotel, I have no idea of how any of this one. This is why. Please remove this. I don't. See, these are actually pretty cool looking. That's what got me. Like first when I saw this, I'm like, eh. And then I click on this. I don't know if it's. Oh yeah. Like I'm like, I don't hate it. And then I learned more about the project after, and I'm a little weirded out by it, to be quite honest. Neighbors, these look kind of cool. Buck baby llamas, block dealers, Ponzi's. What do we got? The Dead, Pixel Snake, Stupid, Boho Bones. Oh my goodness, stupid. Trying to rip off Al Cabones, Dorky, Sleepy, Seal. So, oh, tomorrow you said. Oh, here we go. Stony Baloney. All right, what do we got? You don't have a Discord. Oh, it's on Wax. I don't know how to do Wax, man. I've never done Wax. I've never figured out. I've never looked into Wax. Do you need like Wax tokens? Not a whole lot of followers. These look pretty cool. These look pretty cool. I have no idea if they're going to be anything though. No idea. Works. This one interests me, Turtle Squad, but I haven't done a lot of due diligence on this one. I do kind of like the artwork. The project Underground Theme Robot. This has a decent amount of followers though, so that's what I'm interested in. All right, everyone. Got a case of the Mondays. Got to get to work. Got to do that weekly grind. Looking forward to eventually having a lifetime of just shopping NFTs, trading crypto, trading stocks. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate everyone that came by today. I'll be back tomorrow. Love you all and peace.